Let's turn up Ash's volume. We got Ash
Hello,
on the
hello.
mic.
Yes, we do. Yeah, that was nice. I'm glad my parents don't care to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. No, it was a good time. It's nice to be, the big thing that people don't really realize, or maybe realize, but not to the extent of how important it is playing offline versus online.
Okay.
Yeah, just because with that little bit of input lag, you can get away with a little bit of cheese and stuff that you can't necessarily do.
You can, when it slows down, you definitely have a larger frame window to make your movement choice.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
if you have a really good read, the end lag on the other guy is almost negligible, or is almost not a problem because you've made the read and they're going to land in your move.
Oh yeah, for sure.
However, playing in person removes all of that.
Yes.
So not only do you have to make the good read, you have to make the right spacing, and you have to make sure that you hit them in a spot and a timing that they are vulnerable.
Yes.
Going up against a Piranha Plant, for me, Piranha Plant has very little end lag on a
Yeah,
lot of his stuff. And so I made the read. I said, okay, he's going to do this on a run-in, and I just can't. He's out of there before I can even get close.
Yeah, he's a very hard character to punish, especially when you're used to playing him online. And also it's just the skill gap as well, because you definitely play solid people online, but then also you also play all those people that you go in and it looks like, baby's first Smash game before. And you're like, okay, well, I shouldn't be able to do this. This is a little excessive. But you don't really get that. Like, if you're at a tournament in person, it's time.
Oh, no. It's on at that point.
Yeah, his spacing with Hero is super, super nice.
Yes.
And
that sword right there,
yes, that
he's
big,
really
meaty
good.
hitbox.
And if you'll notice, he doesn't, if he gets the neutral combo, he doesn't always just bam, 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 fire it out. He will jab lock you into it to make sure that you're not going to do anything else.
Yeah, those jab locks are key for setting up some of that stuff with Hero.
Yes, yes, he's got, his frame data is not as good as some of the other sorties, and so he's got to play a lot smarter and a lot more calculated.
Yes, absolutely. And people always say, like, oh, he just spams menus and stuff like that, but very rarely do we see the menu come out, compared to how you would see it online, so to speak. With he definitely uses the menu to its fullest, but
almost
not to excess.
Oh, man. Yep, that magic burst.
It is such a good edge guard option.
Yes, it is. The issue, it's not as much of an issue at this point because he had 0%, but if he was at a high percent, you burn all of your magic. If you were then thrown off the stage, you're boned.
Absolutely.
Because you have no way to get back. Oh, he's got that revenge, and that's going to tack on some big old damage
From what I've seen so far, he is so good about grabbing that revenge with Incineroar. Just knowing right where to be and when to hit that button, and just gets it far more than I've seen normally.
This is the only a second self-destruct shopping in the menus.
That is tough.
That is hard. I know Josh is mentally trying to stay in the game. He had the advantage, and now he gave it to him.
Yes, and especially against Incineroar, a character who you absolutely do not want building that rage. Because once he builds that rage, it's pretty much just any stray shot could potentially put you out of reach.
Oh, yeah. Misses with the belly flop, but the spinny arms.
Yes, that neutral B is such a good combo breaker.
It has priority over almost everything else, and it has invincibility, and I don't know if it even reflects like Rob's.
I don't think it reflects, but I also don't play Incineroar, so I could be incredibly wrong.
And that's going to give Josh his. Oh. I didn't update this. Sorry, guys. That's on me. That's on me. We got Quay and Josh in the grand finals.
And I'll tell you one thing that's impressed me about both of these guys is their willingness to switch up the way they're getting back to ledge. Their ledge mix-up have all been very nice because both of these guys have been pretty aggressive off the ledge. So seeing them actually doing a good job of not getting caught time and time again has been really it's a treat to watch them off stage because they're kind of dancing back and forth between each other.
And I've said it on here several times. What do you I'm impressed with Quay's ability to recover with Incineroar.
Yes, absolutely.
He does some crazy stuff I never even would have thought was possible with his normally booty cheeks recovery.
Absolutely, yeah. And while I definitely think his recovery is a little better than most people give him credit for, he makes it look like it's way better than it is. It seems like he is getting back from places that I never would have even tried to with Incineroar. So.
Right, and he's real good. If you'll watch him, he'll save his jump, he'll DI toward the stage, he'll forward B, then jump, then up B, and that's how he gains that height.
And it's crazy. No, it really just a true testament to spending a lot of time with your character, practicing that sort of thing can definitely pay off because there's no accident. Very deliberate in the way he gets back into stage.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You've got to with Incineroar. He's got the slowest dash speed of everybody. He's got to be very calm and patient in order to get in there. And if he whiffs an attack, it's not good.
Yes, especially against somebody like Hero, who not only has the option to outrange you with the sword, but plenty of projectile options to keep you away as well.
The rest of Incineroar, oh man, he just missed input on that. That would have hit. Oh, interesting. Josh waited. He knew he was coming in for that. What? With the taunt. All right. Here we go. Now things are getting fun.
Taunting is the key to neutral, I suppose.
Oh, man. Shielded the belly flop and got him on the grab. Quay's coming back.
Oh, very
nice.
Josh
is going to take his first stock with that forward smash.
And he gets the oomph on top of it. So looking to cash in on this extra credit he's got.
That's right. That's right. Putting 65%.
Spot
dodge.
Incredible spot dodge, reading the grab after the side special.
I mean, it was a pretty easy read. You know that's what Incineroar wants. You know he's fishing for that side B.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, outspaced him
beautiful,
again.
Beautiful spacing.
All right.
Just doing what he can to get rid of that. Oh, ledge invincibility, really saving him on the snooze there. Because if I remember correctly, we did see that earlier today. He had
he snoozed him off screen and never even had a chance to snap the ledge.
Yeah, that is very brutal. And something. Nice.
Almost. He almost didn't make it back.
Yes, that zoom. I think if I remember correctly, when you're within a certain distance of the blast zone, it's like a 50-50 shot whether you get zoomed or not. I believe that's the case.
Oh, we broke his shield. That is. Oh no, the double taunt.
The double taunt into the forward smash. Absolutely sealing that one off quick. But
dang, all right.
Signs of respect all around.
That's right.
That's what I assume that means because of Nintendo Online. It couldn't possibly mean anything else.
Oh, no. There's something wrong with their sticks, I think. Joy-Cons are acting up.
It's like the 7th inning stretch. It's the first stock stick test. Do a little bit of rotations in there, make sure everything's looking the way it's supposed to.
That's right. All right. What was that? I don't know. I don't know what that was. Josh he was maybe looking for zoom. And
just wanted to say, you know what? Yeah, you got me on that one. Let's just re-rack and go. I'll break.
And here we are. Here we are.
Right back to it.
Incineroar had an SD just now, and so we are essentially tied up, trying to get out of this neutral and get somebody off screen.
Doing such a good job of disrupting with his neutral special there. I definitely found myself getting caught by that a couple of different times. You typically expect to see people charging it up a little bit, or if they are at a distance, toggling the menus. He has so many options that quick little get off me tool kind of comes out as a surprise sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what he thinks of it. It's just I rarely see him charge the thing all the way up. He doesn't need to. He's got so many other strong options that keeping it and actually what he did just there was charge it up just as a mix-up.
Yes, yeah, pretty much. You have a little bit of time to charge, but not necessarily enough time to really try and set anything else. Just, add a couple % to that next time you shoot it off. Charge it up a little bit.
And he's going to do a back throw, keeping him off. He was too far away or too close to the edge, I should say. Bam!
There he
he's
goes.
Going to take that second game. Wow. Josh really wants it.
Oh yeah, no, I can definitely tell just by the gameplay. They're both being very deliberate, very careful, but also not hesitating to throw out the aggressive options when they need to, which just makes for a really interesting game overall.
Oh man, I love watching these guys fight. There's one fella from Oxford, and I'm blanking on his name. He plays Lucina. Jacob, maybe? If you're listening to this, man, I apologize. But it's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be these two fellas in the grand finals. And Josh has never beaten Quay officially in a tournament.
In tournament, yeah.
They play friendlies all the time.
So a lot of pride on the line.
Yep. Quay is trying to keep that perfect record, and Josh wants a piece of it so bad.
Oh yeah, no, but good reasons for both of them to come here and put on their best for sure.
Oh yeah.
And it's been a super interesting match to see. The Incineroar Hero matchup is not one that a lot of people, I'm sure, are very familiar with, just because you either have to play one or the other,
Right.
to be super familiar with it. So being able to see an interesting matchup like this, as a first-time viewer, is really cool.
Sure. Oh, man. Down throw to catch. That was pretty slick right there.
that was very impressive.
Going for that up tilt to the up airs. Incineroars online typically will just spam that side B.
Oh,
so it's
very
nice
much
to
so.
see somebody who really knows how to use Incineroar's whole toolkit.
It really is awesome. It is refreshing, to say the least. It's some of these characters that kind of have their reputations for behaving a certain way online. Like, when you see a good Nest player, you're like, now that is just, I like that.
Yeah.
That is good. It's nice to see a Nest that's not.
It's PK Fire.
Yes,
PK Fire.
exactly.
PK Fire.
And it's very much so the same thing with Incineroar.
Now
because
I play Nest, and I like to mix it up.
Yeah.
With the PK Fire to go from being, well, is he ever going to throw PK Fire out to, wow, okay, this is getting annoying.
That was I used to main Dark Samus, and that was my main. Like, people are like, oh, don't charge it all the way because they'll know, and I'm like, I want them to know. I need them to know.
You
that
want them to respect it.
Yes, I need you to respect my space, because if you think you can just come into my space, then there's not a whole lot I can do.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the wrong game.
For sure. Still just as impressed now as I was when we talked about earlier about him getting back to stage with Incineroar.
Yep. And then he was close enough to actually hit Josh, but he knew that was going to be a bad idea. Oh man, Josh
that was
saw that coming.
Very nice edge guard to bring it back to even stocks.
Right. Very nice, slicking around.
And he is so good with that revenge. It almost sometimes it feels like when you finally do get that advantage, it makes you nervous because you feel like that's what he wants you to have. Like when you start getting in a combo or something, it's like, wait, hold on, this is too easy. I feel like I'm about to lay right into a revenge and get grabbed and killed at 40.
Yeah, for sure. Spot dodge. Wow.
Ooh.
All right.
Up smash able to catch him.
Yep. That up smash will hit behind him.
Yes.
Oh no. Missed input on the snooze.
Yes,
Not
very
that it would have done
unfortunate.
much good. I'm sure Quay would have seen it coming. Perfectly spaced with that side B level 2 though. Going for the back throw.
Great back throw by the ledge.
He's still in it. All right. He's.
Ooh.
What is he?
That is tough.
Yes, because he was looking for a zoom. I don't know if he couldn't make it back or.
I think that's just one inherent disability that Hero has that a lot of people, because people have all the things they normally talk about with Hero, but with Hero's offstage using zoom and stuff like that, it is a great option to get back, but there's no muscle memory for it. You can't just kind of memorize where it is. That's every time you get off the ledge, you're having to look down at that menu, see if it's there. If it's not there, kind of assess how far you've fallen, and it definitely takes a lot to use it to get back. Oh.
Boom. And that is going to keep Josh still in it. It wasn't enough to kill him.
Gets back to the ledge. Let's see if Hero can pull out any of his classic shenanigans.
All right, there's the zoom. But Quay caught him one time as he's coming back. Caught him with that up
I think
air.
it's a 33% chance because it goes to 3 separate locations, I believe, and it's random every time. So just picking one of those locations when you see a Hero using zoom, hey,
lucky.
you may get lucky.
All right, Josh is playing a little more aggressively. He's trying to keep the pressure on Quay, and that is probably going to be it. Oh, no,
Very close.
100%. Not going to be enough.
Gets the zoom again. Very nice. Oh, a whiffed grab gets punished by the. I'm not sure what that move is called.
Darkest Lariat.
It is Darkness Lariat. You're right. Oof, that is
that's
always
why
tough.
he's going for the zoom.
Yes.
Because he's got a lot of vertical recovery. But, all right, it is 2-2. One more game. Josh needs one more win to reset the bracket and take it to another 3 out of 5.
Yes.
2-2.
Yes.
Quay versus Josh here in the. For those of you who can't hear, Bonnie is cheerleading in the background.
I like that he picked the music. Stuff like that is, I always would feel like it could add so much time. But I wish, theoretically in the world, everyone had time just to pick nice little music. Like if you pick the stage, you're like, oh, I get to listen to this song. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the advantages of not having a multi-thousand person entry pool, I suppose.
Yeah. I've never been to one of those tournaments.
Oh no, me. Well, I guess I went to a VGC event for Pokemon, but not much different scenario.
Okay.
Just a lot of people all trading cards and doing all that sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, the jump forward air.
Yeah.
He's got this just wall of pain thing. All right. So makes it back on the stage. Very slick. All right, down
nice
throw.
grab. Just scouting him out, waiting to see where he's gonna. Just trying to read that tech. Man, I'll tell you, those hurricanes. Every time someone's off stage and hero up specials around them, that makes me a little nervous because I've seen those hurricanes pull some people out and dunk them down.
Oh yeah, and depending on which way he's facing, it will tech them one way or the other.
Oof. Yeah, so definitely a scary prospect. And I was gonna say again for a character with such limited recovery as Incineroar, but I feel like we should add an asterisk by that.
Right. Oh, okay. All right. Oh,
ooh, that
not
is
enough.
tough.
Didn't charge it all the way. And 59% on his first stock is going to be tough.
Oh, goes for the nice little spike there. Definitely a nice attempt.
I mean, you at this point, okay, yeah, cannot hang on to that ledge.
No, absolutely not.
All right. Missed his window to punish.
Very nice. Oh.
Ouch.
Now, I'm not sure if he would have been able to make it back from there or not, but
he wanted to make sure.
Yes, and it is much better safe than sorry, especially in a Game 5 scenario.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got to make sure that you get that W.
He connects with Hero's up smash, which is an incredible feat on its own. That
right.
thing is very precise.
Yes, it is so small of a hitbox. Playing with Corrin, the forward smash on that and the up smash on that are same thing. Very, very small hitbox. Strong.
Yeah, and you don't get the advantage of somebody like Roy with the fire or like Pac-Man, how he kind of knocks something up into it. Like, you don't get that little scoop.
Right.
It's you really just have to be right on the money.
And looking at the crit data, it's his up smash that has the best chance of getting a crit.
Yeah, which definitely makes sense because you got to have some way to make that move pretty rewarding. Because other than exactly hitting it, you lose a lot by going for it.
It does not have, and I'm not sure what the term for it is, if you are standing on the ground in front of him and do the up smash, like a lot of characters, Mewtwo is a real good example. You will be dragged into it and then launched upwards.
Yeah, and like Roy has like the fire that brings him up. It's not as big as somebody like Mewtwo's, but it does a little bit. And
but
then,
still, it will hit somebody a grounded hitbox. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that is. We'll say that's the right thing.
All right.
That's canon now.
Nice.
Very nice. I think that's forward air.
Yes, that was down tilt to forward air. That forward air, the double side kick right there.
Yeah.
Staple. Oh my goodness, that was slick.
That was very slick.
Oh, hit him with boom though.
Slicked him right back in return.
That's right. That was. I didn't even see the menu come out.
I didn't either.
Like,
that was quick. I don't know if he top decked that or what, but that was very nicely done.
All right.
And, he obviously trusts it, based on how frequently he does zoom off stage, but it always makes me a little nervous when I see that menu come out, just because it is a random chance.
We have lost 3 lives in this series looking at the menu.
Very
All right,
nice.
Jump forward air, gets behind him. Whoa,
Oh.
missed input. Ouch. All right,
Yeah.
good double
Oh,
jump, spot
good
dodge.
spot dodge.
Darkest Lariat coming out.
Oh, and gets him with the nair right there.
Oh, man. Oh, man, guys. That was so close. That is going to give it to Quay. All right.
Well, that was a great set of games.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Ash, that was a lot of fun.
Thank you, man.
Hope to
It
see
was
you
fun to be
again.
here. Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Tell your friends, you out there in Twitch TV land, come on. Let's see what you got. You got one more? Did I miscount? I did. All right. Well,
Oh.
we're still in it.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we've been blessed with an extra game.
Oh, very
Potentially
nice.
more. An extra game at minimum.
At minimum, yeah. Sorry, Bonnie, that's on Gray. I miscounted. That's right.
Nice attempt at grabbing the revenge there. A good spot dodge to dodge that side special, the Alolan Whip, I believe.
Yep.
But unfortunately was able to catch him right after.
Yep. Oh, spot dodged it again.
Yes, no, the spot dodges here have been very nice. Although I'm sure, like you said, these guys have been, have a long history of playing against each other. It's certainly a little safer to throw out spot dodges and things like that when you have a good read on your opponent's patterns and things like that.
For sure. It's a oh man.
Oh!
Wow! All right. Gonna take Josh's
said,
second stop
yes.
with his first.
He said he was ready to go home.
All right.
Making lemonade though, that it's always nice to see those sort of offstage plays because you can't always make it back, but you can make sure they don't as well. So.
Oh yeah, take you with me sort of thing. That was slick. He goes down there to edge guard him and he gets grabbed.
And now he is being incredibly aggressive. Certainly, the right decision with that extra stock hanging around.
He's triple-digit %, throwing out snooze.
Okay.
All right, keeping him off stage.
Doing what he can.
Yep, did not
Baiting out
wanna-
that Alolan Whip. Very smart.
Didn't want to get caught in the reverse edge guard again.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, wow. Incineroar was about to try
Get him
and
with the
just go home.
backbreaker coming down.
All right, missed the down tilt.
Now that was
That
just saved him right there because
Oh,
that
yeah.
down smash was coming in heavy and with no regard for human life.
certainly not heroes.
No, absolutely not.
All right. Oh, no.
Oh no. And that is it. Very tough, but very strong Incineroar play to close that one out.
Wow. All right. That is going to give it 3-2 games. Good games, but these are some old times, some true brothers in Smash. They'll both be back.
Oh yes, and it won't be forgotten. Well, long they'll take what they got this week. They'll bring it back next week, and we'll be saying, "Man, that game was better than last week's," and on and on and on.
If there's one thing I can say about Josh is that he takes it seriously. He's gonna go home and lab that out. He's going to figure out what beat him, and is just going to rep it out, try, and figure out how to counter all of this.
Yes, absolutely. And I have a very, very limited exposure to everybody and such, as you can tell. But just from the limited interactions I've had, very, very carefree, fun guy. But then as soon as the sticks are in his hands, it's all business. And
Oh no, you're going down in his eyes. So that is going to end it for the Smash portion of the Sunday Showdown. So I think for real this time, Ash,
Yes.
it's been a pleasure.
been a pleasure.
All right.
Great fun.
So
And good games.
we are going to go radio silent here. Y'all have fun out there in Twitch land.